Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to go over my Ryzeal Mitsurugi deck profile for post Alliance Insight. If you didn't know, Mitsurugi gets a couple of new cards in Alliance Insight that actually make the deck go from pretty decent to arguably the best deck of the format. So, without further ado, let me get into it. First, I'll explain what the new cards do, then I'll get into the deck list. Starting off, you have Ame no Habikiri no Mitsurugi. I might pronounce the names wrong. It says you can ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual. Monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. So it's like that's a continuous effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, special summon one Mitsurugi monster from your deck, and contribute one monster you control. You can only use this effect of Habakiri once per duel. If this card is distributed, you can add a Mitsurugi card from your deck to your hand, except Habakiri, then you special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So what that means is summon from deck and tribute. Basically, you can summon your Saji or your Armasa, which I'll get into in a minute, but most of the time you're going to be summoning Saji, and then you can just tribute it immediately and then Saji will trigger adding a Mitsurugi spell and trap. So it basically gives you a one card Mitsurugi combo, which is really crazy because before it was one of the problems with the deck was it was a 2 card combo deck and you needed 2 cards to play. Now you just need 1 card to play, which is really great. And it also means something like King of the Third Elements resolving once. It's just like combo, you don't need to resolve it twice. It's pretty good. Uh, Next we have Mitsurugi no Mikito Aramasa. It says this card is normal slash summoned or attributed. You can add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand. If another reptile monster you control be destroyed by a card effect, you can contribute this card to deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. So it's not resolving it doesn't feel as great as Saji. However, it's still a pretty good card. And unlike Saji, this is actually a one card combo because you can search the new guy Habakiri. So also, it's just another level 4, which is cool. And yeah, there are other exclusives from the set. However, I think these are the only playable ones in Ryzeal personally. But it's whatever. But yeah, anywho, now that I explain what these 2 cards are, let me get into like the profile. Starting off, I do have 3 prayers. Prayers is now kind of 1 card combo. It's a little to do a lot. You kind of need to play Night Sword Serpent, which I'm not playing, so it doesn't do that much in my list. However, it still can play by itself, which is pretty good. Whereas before it wasn't. 2 ritual. You don't need 3 ritual anymore. Before people played 3 ritual because they wanted like the deck was a 2 card combo deck, right? You would like, oh, you hard draw ritual, and then you search like a monster off Heirloom, then you have combo. But now you don't need that. So ritual is not amazing to draw in this build, so we only play 2. I do think you want the second for the grind game, though, or some line, and then some lines you do use 2. 3 Habakiri, like I said before, this is a 1 card combo, so I'm playing 3 of it. It's once per duel, the effect of summon from deck. However, I think that's pretty fair, and that's like all you need to be honest in most games. And this gives you like 6 like starters for your engine so far already. 1 Aramasa. So Aramasa is 1 card combo. However, I'm not playing more of it because number 1, opening Aramasa with Habakiri feels really bad because you can like Habakiri can summon already get Saji. Aramasa doesn't have a good monster to add if you already have Habakiri in hand. So they're diminishing returns there. Also, it's another normal summon, and I'm playing Ryzeal cards in my deck, which are also kind of normal summon sometimes. I mean, obviously X is normal summon, but if I open like Sword plus like Aramasa, for example, like that just conflicts. And technically, if you open like Ice plus Aramasa, it's like kind of fine, but it's still not ideal. So I didn't want to play too many normals. That's why I'm only on 1 Aramasa. And then, like I said, that's the other reason. And also, you don't really need more starters anyway. So yeah, 1 Saji. Saji is cool. However, you always want to summon. You don't want to open Saji. You always want to summon Saji off of Habakiri. So I'm only on 1, and it's once per duel. So it's the effect of summon from deck. So you don't actually need multiple for a grind game. 1 Prod of Prosperity can get you to both engines. 1 Bonfire. I mean, yeah, it's limited. 2 Seventh Tachyon. I just wanted more consistency. Math was not done. Then for the Ryzeal package, 2 Xed, 2 Ice, 2 Sword, 1 Node. I'm playing 2 Mirror Combo. I'm playing 2 of this for a couple of reasons. Number 1, I didn't want to play Kusanagi, and I wanted access to a second one, so like in case like a 1 got removed, like a grind game or something like that, from like Bestials or whatever the case may be, like SP. So I thought the second would be important. Also, for some lines, I do actually end up using two. It is a little bit safer. I can show the lines in another video, but it's a little bit safer. So I do play two, which is unfortunate because it is kind of a brick, but you gotta you gotta take it somewhere. One cross just for the Ryzeal package, and for the non-engine Imperm Ash, Flawless, Prelia, Nibiru, and Call by. For the extra deck, I play one Detonator, two Dual Drive. This deck isn't as reliant on Dual Drive as a regular Ryzeal because you have the Mitsurugi package, which is pretty chill and standalone. But Dual Drive is still good. And the second one, so you can like send to the graveyard, and then you can like attach it to play around it better. One Feral Imps to search your Mitsurugi cards. Like I said before, resolving Feral Imps is insane by itself because you can just search a new one card combo. So double Eclipse Twins, make one turn one. You want a second for the grind. That's why there's two. One Dugaris is just a rank 4 option to draw more cards. Baguska, in case you want to make it. Also, sometimes you can like make Baguska turn one and then like leave it in the graveyard and have Eclipse Twins under Detonator. So if your Detonator gets like Maltronus or if it gets like Ultimate Slayer, then you can actually just straight up summon the Baguska. Or I'm sorry, you can actually just straight up summon the what's the word I'm looking for? You can like Eclipse Twins summon the Baguska back to play around board breakers a little bit better. I will say that's not insane value because Baguska honestly is not that great against Malice. I'm not gonna lie. You think it's not that great against Malice. They can play through it relatively easily, so it's not like an insane way, but against other decks might be is could be relevant. One Digesto Emerald, it helps you recycle your Mitsurugi cards because we don't actually play that many of some of these. So like putting Saji back in the deck or Amino is like pretty cool. Also, something you can do with Digesto Emerald is it's actually not a hard once per turn. So you can like Eclipse Twins in your combo, bring it back to Gusto Emerald, so you can just resolve it multiple times. So there's a pretty neat interaction there. One Exciton, I forget my second. One Gallant Granite. You can search a rock monster, aka Nibiru the Primal Being, just to help your end board. I will say it's not searching Nib isn't great versus every deck. The main deck you're going to do it against is Malice, so but the options there. One aggregator for my second. And then I am playing IP and SP. The reason I'm playing IP and SP is for there's some lines because I don't play Night Sword Serpent because I don't play the number 38 Shadow Dragon package. Sometimes I won't be actually able to get into a rank 4. Not that it's not that often because like even like the Charming bodies, but sometimes it can happen. So I'm playing IP just to supplement, have like a okay end board in some scenarios. Or if I like get hit by a certain Charming and I don't want to give them draws like Perulia, then you can do IP. And then C104, or no, it's not C104, my bad, number 104 Masquerade for the 7th Tachyon to search your Ryzeals. And then Purification, I think, is decent. However, I wouldn't main deck it. I would just only side deck it potentially. But yeah, anywho, that's it. That's my Ryzeal Mitsurugi deck profile. Like I said, I think the deck is honestly really good and arguably the best deck. I think it's between it and Malice as for what deck's better. So that's like a, you know, we gotta wait and see on that one. That's not even out yet. But yeah, if you enjoyed the profile, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Take care.